Hey there guys, so today we have another review and this is another double IPA from Grimm Artisanal Ales. This is their second canning and this is Pulse Wave double IPA coming in 8.5%. It is a Equinox hopped double IPA. I believe there's other hops in there as well, but with Equinox hops, they're getting peach, pineapple, and orange on the aroma. And they also say that this beer offers this kind of green, kind of chlorophyll, resinous kind of flavor along with spearmint and winter mint kind of flavors. So really interesting stuff. I've heard it's quite different from the juicy bomb that After Image is. So yeah, let's dig in. Let's get a little more head on that. Let's see. Super hyped. Grimm is absolutely awesome. Look at that color. That is a gorgeous treehouse color. Look at that. That's just a beautiful hazy, deep gold, light orange kind of color. Just absolutely gorgeous. Completely hazy. Looks like almost like Julius or something. So yeah, let's get the aroma on this. Wow, that is really nice and tropical. That is really nice. Last beer that I had most recently would be Curiosity 22. That reminds me of this. It is mangoes. It is peachy. Oranges. Yeah, wow. It's just spot on. Peach, pineapple, orange. This huge tropical notes. Even like a little bit of like tropical bubblegum kind of thing they get from Treehouse. Oh, that's absolutely just a juice bomb on the aroma. Absolutely amazing. Just so pungent. Passion fruits, just all the amazing tropical fruits. Again, peach. Oh, wow, just awesome. Yeah, tropical bubblegummy kind of thing, just like overly ripe oranges, little tangerine action. Oh, that smells amazing. Cheers. Wow. Oh, that is so good. That is really different on the palate as well. Less juicy on the palate, but it's really cool. It is resinous. Wow, that's a really cool beer. Wow, I really like the layering of and complexity of hops in this one. Man, that's good. Oh. But it is very green. Well, and resinous. Wow, that's very different. Very different from After Image, which is really cool. That is fantastic, though. Still. So up front, you're followed with that juiciness. It's orangey, peachy, like fleshy, juicy orange. But it's very like it has a little bit of bubblegum kind of thing up front, but it's very upfront because then the beer is dominated by lots of kind of just green, resinous flavors. Not super West Coast in the sense that it sort of like sticks to the tongue. It does stick on the tongue, but it's a different kind of characteristic than West Coast beers. But it has a bit of that. Wow, poof. Big pop of like juicy fruit bubblegum kind of thing in the back of the palate. But then you get a lot of just like, it's green. Holy smokes. I mean, Joe Grimm is absolutely right. It tastes like there's chlorophyll on your tongue. I call it vegetal sometimes. I call it like, bitter green vegetables. I've compared it to like arugula and escarole and kale and all these bitter kind of green kind of flavors, green grass just like sticking on your tongue of just like almost like drinking like a grass juice. If you just like put grass in a blender and had to drink that, because it has that bitterness as well. Medium plus bitterness on this one. Wow. But it's so freaking juicy up front. Holy smokes, follows with the aroma. That's insane. It's like passion fruit, peach, lots of orange and orange. And this wonderful bubblegum kind of note. Then it transitions, then smacks with bitterness. Lots of green flavors. I'm looking for the peppermint spearmint, the spearmint thing they're talking about. Spearmint. Maybe a hint of mintiness kind of going on. Because those green flavors with that fruitiness maybe hints at that kind of mintiness, but it's just really lots of like resin and just green flavors stuck on your tongue. It's hard to describe, but it literally tastes like, again, green vegetables, bitterness. So freaking juicy up front. That's delicious. I actually like the juiciness, the characteristic of this juiciness up front more than After Image, and I was raving about After Image. But then this bitterness on the back end is pretty interesting. Yeah, I can go back and forth. It's really cool. I really love how different this beer is. I wish it was a juice bomb all the way throughout, but I really like the character up front. And if that was emphasized and pushed all the way through, this would just like even be better than Afterimage, and that's hard to imagine. Geez, what to go with this beer? It's insane. Creamy mouthfeel, really, really soft. That's another thing to point out. That's actually a really huge thing about this beer. They definitely hit the mouthfeel a lot better on this one. Not a lot better, but better on this one than the previous one. But still with some reasonable characteristics. It's just so tropical up front. I get a little bit more creaminess. I don't know why. Wow, that is really green and resinous. And now I think about it, I do maybe get a little bit of kind of like minty thing going on, lingering. So as for rating, that's darn good. Let's go with a 98. Sure. 98. Absolutely amazing. Until next time, guys, thank you so much, Grimm, for this amazing beer. This is Grimm Pulse Wave, getting a 98 from me. Absolutely amazing stuff. A really interesting one for me because of that really cool kind of green flavor. But it obviously sells me because of that ridiculous aroma and the ridiculous juice quality and that fruitiness up front. So until next time, guys, cheers. Let me know what you think about this beer.